right, here we go. We're live.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
we live.
everybody. We're living. How's it going tonight?
How's it going?
Welcome for those uninitiated. This is a little thing we like to call Skit or Die. Skit or Die. It was actually based. Now, what is Skit or Die? You ask. It's
Like, I'm
a
getting
show.
seasick watching us do it.
Yeah.
Skit or Die is our sketch show that was based on a live show that we used to do in Winnipeg, Manitoba, where we all are, and where we would have ourselves, HUNKS. We are a sketch group called HUNKS, hosting it, and then we would throw to all of the fantastic sketch comedians that we have in the city. Now, one of the benefits of doing it online is that we can get comedians from all over the world. And you guessed it, that's exactly what we did. We got comedians from all over the fucking world for this night. One from Australia. Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's about as far as you can go.
I'd say so.
Yeah, you go any further, you're starting to come back.
You're coming back. Yeah.
I used to have this notion as a kid that the opposite of Canada was Australia. Like on the opposite side.
That's true in
kind of.
so many ways, but also not true in others. Like
it's just Canada but upside down.
Yeah, You'll never see a Canadian putting a shrimp on the Barbie. Never.
Never. You'll see a Canadian put a Barbie on the shrimp.
Yes. I feel like the main difference is just in decibels.
Like Australians are way louder.
I feel.
Yeah, it's because they're down under. They're always yelling to us.
They gotta yell up.
We always have to talk down to people. We're like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Well, now you know better.
America?
Neither one.
That's kind of how it goes. That's how I think our relationship. We're the fucking
Canadians and Australians famously get along.
It's true.
Get along really well. And I don't know if that's just because what every Australian that I've ever met has told me.
Yeah, we get along real well.
We get along real well. We're like Aquarius and Cancer. Soulmates. Oh man, my it's been so long since I've done an accent and I'm about to cry. It feels so good.
Yeah.
You're not just doing them
like,
pacing around the house like
oh yeah, just like stop Iprika.
TIA, Danny. TIA.
Oh man. It's been a while since I've done an Australian accent. That was bad. I need to up my game. But my name is Dana.
My name's Matt.
My name's Rory.
My name is Tim. Hey
everyone.
And as we said, we're the sketch group called HUNKS. Fact. We're doing this little show here because why not?
Because we can.
Because we can.
Yeah.
And
it's the only thing we can do.
Yeah, it's the only thing we can do. And I'm so bored of Netflix. I just am.
Yeah. We have to make our own Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finished Netflix and I ended up going and buying an old fishing net. And I've just been flicking it. And it's not the same.
And it's more expensive. How's that possible?
Yeah. It's still gonna pay
paid so that two people can flick the net.
It's because you got the family plan. Yeah.
Yeah. We can be flicking the net in 6 different rooms at the same time.
I got my phone flicking the net. I got my computer.
You know what's crazy? Do you remember when Netflix was not at all on the net?
Yeah, when it was literally they mailed you DVDs through the post office.
Through mail.
Yeah.
What business did they have calling themselves Netflix?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
There's a famous story of Netflix going to Blockbuster and saying, like, buy us out. Like, we've started this business. We're shipping DVDs around. You're Blockbuster. You're huge. We love what you do. You're gonna be around forever. You should buy us out. You should buy us out so that we can be a bigger company. We can access your like supply chains. And Blockbuster was like, they couldn't have been bigger dicks about it. They were like, oh, I don't think so. You're gonna put a stamp on that? Nah. I
They
think
come to us.
Yeah.
we're gonna be okay.
Do you have any idea how many buildings we bought that look like a VHS? I think we're doing okay.
We're gonna be okay. And then like 2 years later, Blockbuster is out of business.
R.I.P.
man.
Blockbuster.
Just wearing a couple of VHS tapes to cover their nipples. Nothing on the bottom, just dick to the wind.
like when kids wore barrels.
Yeah, exactly.
Did that ever happen? Was that ever real?
I feel like that's definitely just cartoons, not
Yeah, for
real
sure.
life.
That's just cartoons.
But I would love to see an old timey picture of like a kid coming up from a mine just wearing a barrel. I mean, it would be so sad, but also fucking hilarious.
How hard would that be, though? The poor
I
kid.
know he's got to work
barrels are
and
heavy.
just wear a barrel.
Would you
But
wear a
think-
barrel up top and then like 2 tiny barrels for shorts?
Just one nut in each barrel.
It's a barrels for socks and shoes.
Yeah. Wearing little barrel holes in.
Mittens, little
4 barrels on the bottom of his shoes as rollerblades.
Little barrels for his glasses.
and his name is Daryl.
Daryl the Barrel Baron.
Think about how freeing that would be. Like if you got the barrel doesn't touch you. So you got all this air. You're free as a bird under there.
True.
That'd be pretty nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be nice.
That would be
I mean,
nice.
it would probably hurt a lot right here, but everywhere else would feel
Oh, yeah.
really good.
Because your clothing, your single clothing weighs like 76 pounds.
Yes.
So heavy.
It's digging into your shoulders.
Yeah,
By
and the
the
only thing that could
Wine.
support it, would be twine.
Yeah. Why
Also
barrels?
special-
Why was that the thing? Like barrels are not cheap. The barrels are expensive.
Yeah.
But you know what
They're also
barrels
really
always
hard to-
are? They're
Yeah.
always lying around.
That's true. That is true.
That's true. But they are
Yeah.
hard to build.
Yeah.
They take like quite a lot of math to bend that wood and to cut like 56 different pieces at a specific angle so they all create a watertight seal. Come on.
Come on.
I bet you.
Come on.
I bet you it's just a myth. I bet you they wore pallets.
One pallet on the front, one pallet on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try and stick one between their legs. and waddle around.
Hey, in these quarantine times, I'll give you this: Netflix, Crave, or a jar of mayonnaise. Fuck, marry, kill.
Jar of mayonnaise, fuck, marry,
Fuck.
and kill.
Mary Crave. It's got everything. I think it's.
Crave rules. Yeah,
I think
There's
it's
some
better.
great specials on Crave. Honestly, worth subscription just to see the.
Yeah.
Love the
Hilarious
content
specials.
on Crave, truly. I
Gen
think that
Con.
Netflix is more user friendly though.
Oh, big time.
Oh,
is.
big time.
And this
and
has been,
one thing that I don't like-
streaming service gripes with hunks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Crave is like designed by a high school dropout who lives in a basement and frequents rollerblade parks
Rollerblade parks.
and rollerblade bars.
It's not like a roller skating rink where you go around. It's just a regular bar, but
Bar, but
everyone's
everyone's
slipping
on-
around.
Everyone dressed like they're bringing out burgers in the 50s. But yeah, anyways. Dana.
Oh boy. How have you guys been doing?
Yeah,
Good.
Well, I got some good news for you.
Good.
I have been every morning. I kind of have to start my day by looking up good news
Yeah.
literally good news, because you just gotta keep your head out of the mud, you know.
Totally.
So
It's like me with porn.
exactly.
Keeping your head in the mud. That's your favorite search term. It's like there's nothing new, Tim.
Yeah, puddle of mud.
Themed porn.
I don't want to see porn with puddle of mud. I want them to be pretending to be puddle of mud. And they're fucking stained.
What the?
So
This
I've
is her.
compiled my favorite good news tidbits
Nice.
That's great.
from the week. So the first one that tickled me, this is just nice. But there was a Costco worker from Houston, Texas, that
Houston, Denver.
reportedly, like, apparently it tracked down a customer after and didn't follow them home, but managed to like get their information and stuff, because the customer had accidentally left like almost $200 in change.
In change.
In change.
Oh
No,
my
I've got your
God.
pennies.
Yeah.
How is
he
Yeah,
like
how did
leaving
you
a-
not notice?
He's leaving a trail behind him for like just trying to be friends with a homeless person.
But
Well, that's nice.
yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
Also, you
It was-
referred to the Costco worker as it, but that's fine.
That's true.
I didn't
It's
realize
essential.
that. Oh, sorry. They. Anyways, there was in Winnipeg. Did you guys see? This is another good news thing. That warmed my heart. There was I'm also just crying at the drop of a hat. So
Sure.
this did make me
Me
cry.
too.
Yeah, we all.
And I
are.
might cry again.
Yeah.
But there was this kid, and it was his like 4th or 5th birthday, and his mom put out like a blast. I don't know, like
Just farted. Happy 4th birthday.
Right in the kid's face. Hair blew back and everything.
But I mean, like a social media blast where
Yeah.
she was like, "Look, my
She's
kid."
like, fart.
By the way,
It
it's my kid's
stinks.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Roland. But it was his birthday, and she put out like a social media thing being like, "Look, my kid loves Hot Wheels. So if you could, he's missing having a birthday party. So anyone with like cool cars, could you drive past my house?" And it picked up some like momentum, and apparently like 200 cars. And I saw a video,
Wow.
200 like cool fucking cars, and I did not know that Winnipeg had 200 cool cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really heartwarming.
Like
It
the
is
cars
sweet.
were all wearing sunglasses, or
Yeah, and they were all smoking cigarettes.
they were smoking. Cool.
Fucking bitches.
leather jackets on the
Didn't
cars.
seem they had a switchblade.
Yeah, they'd all done time.
Yeah.
Well, you know
And
what's
so-
funny to me is that there was probably definitely at least one Hyundai accent that was just trying to get to where they were going.
Or there was like, like a Sunfire that's like, I thought it was cool.
It's got
Sunfires.
fire in the name.
It's yellow. Our Sunfire's always yellow.
I heard what they did was they put the kid sort of in the middle of a parking lot, and then all the cars just like, it's like
Just trying to
past the
come
kid.
as close to him as possible.
Yeah, and the kid's only job is he had to keep trying to put his baseball cap on, but the cars would rip by and.
Oh,
It's not bad enough. My mom keeps farting at me.
on social media.
He didn't make it, but the cars had fun. So that's some good news.
It was really
That is
great
good news.
That's fun.
Okay, and then my last one. Apparently, Pablo Escobar. You remember him?
Famed criminal.
Yes.
Pablo, mustache
Apparently-
boy.
He used to have 4 hippos. So-called, and they are called cocaine hippos.
Oh no, what does that mean?
I don't know, just
They were
hippos
bought with
owned by a
cocaine.
owned by cocaine.
They're
And
full of cocaine.
full of cocaine.
He was like
Um,
the Carol Baskin of the cocaine industry. He had his own personal zoo.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got that much money,
What are you gonna do with
when
it?
you got hippo money, you have a hippo budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's
he
just
was-
a line on your spreadsheet. Hippos. Okay.
Whoa, our hippos are through the roof this quarter.
Look, I got these hippos burning a hole in my pocket.
Sell.
Sir, you forgot your hippos.
Yeah, this is Costco calling. You forgot your 200 hippos.
194 hippos.
194.
How did you believe that? But he owned 4 hippos, and then they were set free after he got caught. They were just like
What?
fucking set free
In
There was
Mexico?
Where was he? Was
in
he?
Colombia.
In Colombia, he had his.
Are they
he had-
native to Colombia?
Absolutely
Not at all.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
yeah.
Not at all. No, not at all.
No, they're from Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well-
So the story is like his zoo went into neglect after he got arrested, and then some flood happened, and it damaged the gates, and these 4 hippos escaped, among other animals.
You
But the
should have
4
taken
hippos.
some advice from Mark Maron and locked the gates.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get that
All
either.
right, Tim
Lock
liked
the
it.
gates.
That's all that matters.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tim, continue your story.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
Continue
anyways,
my story.
yeah, sorry, Dana. I didn't mean to take over, but I'm a big cocaine guy. Love the history.
I'm in it for the history.
I really do cocaine for the articles.
A very, very, very expensive history.
But his hippos escaped, and now they're almost like an invasive species in Colombia.
Okay.
The climate is like perfect for hippos to exist. So there's like over 8,000 hippos that live in this
Okay.
region.
hippos?
Where did you
Yeah.
hear this? Because I read a headline just the other day, and it said that these 4 hippos made about 80 hippos, and those 80 hippos have helped restore the ecosystem in Colombia.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad thing, other than
Well,
the
there's a
fact
big
that
difference
they're
between
very
80
dangerous.
and 8,000.
Can you
Yeah, you're right.
imagine,
80.
like what would be the equivalent
Eight
here? I can't think of what type of
8,000.
animal would survive.
An
but, like,
elephant.
right? Like, oh, somebody has elephants are just natural to Winnipeg now. We just
Like in
have
the
weather.
elephants.
I would love it if it were elephants, but and because even though elephants are very aggressive, but nowhere near as mean as hippos
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Hippos is fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I like how the hippos escaped. I like to think that they were in the laundry chute and just
Shape
like
of
we're
water.
keeping real quiet, like and getting wheeled out.
Wearing all black. Yeah.
The towels. Yeah.
Tiptoeing out, wearing a ballerina thing.
Just a
But apparently it's helping to restore Colombia's ecosystem. So
Wow.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. By scaring
Cool.
off everybody else, I bet.
Yeah. Right.
Do you mind if I send a quick shout out to the people watching on YouTube right now, leaving some comments?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure do appreciate those, especially Rodrigo with many, many comments about
Hey.
paying for Crave. Get Crave, subscribe to Crave.
Well, we have
Yes.
Crave. We do.
We
He
all have
says, I'll
Crave.
send you the credit card info page. Yeah, Malcolm, Matthew, Daphne, Mike, what's up, everybody? What's up, Shane?
Thanks
Well,
for
what are
watching.
the comments? We'll find out the comments.
Yeah, we'll worry about it later.
Check in
Well,
later.
We'll
Check
check
in later.
in later.
Just
We'll
to-
check in later.
A tip of the hat,
A tip of the hat.
a tip of the barrel.
All right. But let's just start on with a show. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's start with the show.
With the show. How about that? We'll
Crazy
start
enough
with the show.
to work.
Just might work. Our first group comes all the way from
You
Toronto.
can see right in Matt's nose.
Yeah, Matt, you look like it feels like we're watching the Blair Witch Project.
Like we're gonna come back and that's gonna be in a corner.
Like this is the forest? Or-
And this is the corner I'd stand in.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, our first group that we're going to be throwing to comes all the way from Matt, comes all the way from Toronto. And they have this podcast called None of Our Business. It's on Audible. Go check it out. Super funny. They did a short film a while back, so look that up. Please enjoy the Templeton Philharmonic.
It's a boy.
Oh, you know?
Well, I think. I don't know. I'm feeling. Just by the way it's sitting. Mothers know. Yes.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, this is decaf, right? Anyway, in this dream I have, it turns out that it's triplet boys.
Oh.
Can you imagine? But after that last ultrasound, it's one girl. Thank heaven.
Oh, good. You know, I've been having really weird dreams too.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The other day I had a dream where I give birth, and it's a boy, and then his penis is a two-headed snake and bites me in the face. He's also wearing this little black cape.
Oh, cute. Well, some strong imagery there. But you know what they say, every pregnancy, it's different.
That's true. Yeah.
I, for one, am relieved all that morning sickness is over and done with.
Oh, lucky.
Oh, you're still?
Since the morning we conceived.
Have you tried bananas?
Oh, I can't eat much of anything. Well, raw liver. And the other day I was craving some ice, you know, and I went into the freezer and we didn't have any, so I just chewed up a mirror.
Have you talked to your doctor?
Oh, yeah, but he's a private doctor, you know, and he says every pregnancy's different. So.
Oh, sorry, she's just kicking up a storm.
Oh, really? Let's feel. Is that a kick? It's nothing compared to this little devil.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes
Really?
it's like his claws are just trying to, fingers, I mean, are just trying to get out into the world, you know, like. Have I shown you this? Is that weird?
I would get that checked out by a doctor. Yeah? Or you must be under a lot of stress.
Yeah. You know, Pastor Rick has been a huge support for me through the whole pregnancy. Well, I would go to church, but after what happened last week, I just don't think I can.
What happened?
Did I not tell you?
Not a word.
Well, I walk in, right? And the statues are doing that whole crying blood thing. And I said, this is just too much for me right now.
Well, maybe church is a stressful environment for you too at
It
the
is.
moment. I mean, goodness knows there's other things you want to do on a Sunday morning, right?
Like what?
Oh, well, you know, sleep in or have brunch or make love.
Oh, well, I would, but
Well, your body's changing. It's hard to feel sexy.
no, that's not it. Last week, Richard asked if he could, you know, go downtown. And it was the weekend, and so I said, okay. And then my lady shell started speaking Latin to him. He went on a road trip, and he'll be back.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Have you thought of names?
Oh, Nevaeh? Heaven backwards.
Oh, that's nice. You know, I'm thinking if it's a boy, Damien. Or if it's a girl, Linda Blair.
Pretty.
The combination's great. Or a little more unisex, Satan. Satan.
Listen, Rosemary, this is going to sound crazy, but with all of these symptoms you're describing, it's beginning to sound as though you're about to give birth to the Antichrist.
Either that or my mother-in-law.
De Cuba traigo el son ritmo sabroso.
And we're back. That was the
Eh.
Templeton Philharmonic.
Yeah, a group from Toronto. That was Gwyn Phillips and Brianna Thompson. Templeton, sorry. Temple and Phil, you get it. Templeton. They actually did a short film with Chris Wilson. Going to be seeing a little bit from him later, but it's called Alaskan. Apparently there's a lot of Oscar buzz about it.
Ooh.
Yeah. A lot of people named Oscar are talking about it.
Yeah, a lot of Oscar the Grouch is talking about it.
Yeah.
Very
My uncle
cool.
Oscar. Oscar, my friend's dog.
Oscar's Deli is a big poster up there for it. So
yeah,
really
big
talking
time
about it.
Heard it's good.
It's apparently
Heard
very
it's
good.
really, really, really good.
Mm-hmm. But later up in the show, I'm very excited because Tim wrote a little something that we're actually gonna. Yeah, he wrote a little something for you guys, and it's for all of us. I don't want to give away the name.
Yeah, I think we can tease the name.
Okay.
We can tease the name.
You think so?
It's called the name of the
I think so.
sketch.
Can we? Yeah, I think we can
Is that
we
okay?
can tease.
Okay.
Hang on, let's bring it in.
You guys wanna you think it's okay to tease the name?
I think it's okay.
I think it's okay to tease the name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tease the name. Okay.
I think it's okay if we tease the name.
But then everybody's gonna know the name. I don't know if we should let everybody know the name.
Does it give
But I
away
think
the
the name
entire
is-
sketch?
It does.
Is that why we have a name?
Yeah, I guess we could
For
give the
people to
name.
know it?
I guess you know the
Yeah,
name of a
yeah,
movie
yeah.
before you go see it. So
Yeah, like
Okay.
when I watched Schindler's List, I wasn't like, oh, spoiler. There's a fucking list.
yeah,
You
yeah.
watched Schindler's List without me?
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck.
Spoiler alert.
Do that together. Okay.
Okay.
We'll do it.
And
Okay,
break.
So the
Talked it
name.
over.
We talked it over. We're gonna do a first time read. Like none of us have ever seen it except for Tim who wrote it.
Yeah.
Of our new sketch, which I'm assuming is going to be our new headlining sketch, new banger sketch called.
Well, it's sorry,
Called-
Dana. It's before you release the name, and I know we talked about it. We said that the name was cool to let it go, but I just think we should say that it's not necessarily a sketch. Okay, it's the first scene of a movie that we're writing
called
called. Go ahead.
Quarantine Wolf.
Nice.
That was a lot of buildup.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm just
sorry.
I'm holding for all the laughter that I assume is like rolling in. You know? We're gonna get it in the mail on Monday. The laughter. The mailman will show up and we'll have this package that's just vibrating. Take it, you'll say thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You take it upstairs and unwrap it.
It'll hurt a lot.
It'll hurt.
Yeah, it'll hurt. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do at the end of the show. But before then, we've got a couple of things like Matt has written a tidy little top 10 lists for us. So
Tiny
beforehand-
little top 10 list.
You say tiny? Or
Couldn't have made it
Tiny.
less important, eh?
TIDY.
Sorry, I thought that was a compliment. You're a very tidy man.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Whenever I go on a date with somebody, first thing I say is, "Wow, you are tidy."
Yikes! You are very tiny.
Okay, fine. A tasty list. Tasty top
yeah.
list, top 10 list. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be coming up later in the show. But first, we got another.
Yeah. Now, our next contributor comes to us by way of Edmonton. Their live shows are an eclectic mix of improv comedy and folk storytelling. Season 2 of their YouTube season will be hopefully coming out on YouTube, hopefully in June. This is Todd Hausman and Ben Gordetsky, together known as Folklords.
All right, we are back. That was Folklords
Hell yeah.
from
Yeah.
Edmonton.
If you ever get a chance to see Folklords live, you gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
You
Give it a
gotta
try.
do it.
And you know what? Buy a T-shirt. Tim, do us a little. Show that. Yeah.
Honestly, this T-shirt rules.
Yeah, it
like,
does.
Do a little spin.
Yeah, do a little spin. It's good from the back too.
Smile.
Oh.
People would like you more if you smiled, Tim.
Yeah.
You'd get more dates. Sorry, I'm just
trying to
screwing on my tripod here.
Trying to smile with my thighs. That's what I do.
It's called thizing.
Thizing. Yeah.
Exercising.
Sorry.
But yeah, they're based at Edmonton, but Ben is he had moved to New York to do some cool school because he's in crazy. They're both crazy talented
Yeah.
performers. But yeah, if you get to see them live, oh boy.
I thought you said they're both crazy talented for farmers.
I mean, I would never say
Farmers.
that to their face, but they are.
Farmers are known as the least talented people.
Aw.
Are they?
I
The
don't
salt
know.
of the earth. They can't. I mean, maybe. Who knows?
All right, before we offend any more professions, call grocery
Farmers
store
are
workers
so essential.
call farmers untalented. Our next
Masked
act
farmer.
is out of Vancouver. They are so goddamn funny. They've been successfully performing across North America on this bio seems out of date, on swanky cruise ships for the last 9 years. Probably gonna have to find a new line of work from that one. They're multi award-winning comedy duo with outrageously funny videos posted regularly through Facebook and YouTube, and they've got a pilot of a sketch show coming out soon. Here is the Ryan and Amy Show.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I can't believe we have all the same favorite movies. This is too good to be true.
I know. I had a really good time today. I'm really glad that you asked me to hang out again. Do you want to come up?
Yeah, I'd love that. Oh, I finally get to meet your dog.
This is Baby.
Doesn't look like a baby.
She is a baby, trust me. Come on in.
Okay.
Can I get you something to drink?
Yeah, I'd love a glass of water. So you're looking forward to your big girls getaway next weekend?
Hey, what did I tell you about that spot? What did I say? What did Mommy say? You don't own this place. You don't own this, but get down. Thank you.
Yes, I am looking forward to it. It's going to be so much fun, and the girls that are coming are like really cool. So, yeah, I think it's going to be great.
Thanks.
So, how about you? Do you like to travel?
Hey, baby. Oh, you're just a baby. Are you just a baby girl? Who loves you? Do I love you? Am I the one that loves you? Who loves you the most? I do. I do. Do I? Yes. Yes. I love you. Okay. Okay.
So, do you like to travel?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I do too.
You're getting crazy. You're getting crazy. Ow! Ow! You're attacking me. Hey, you're just a poo girl. Huh? Mama doesn't care if you eat poo on her bed. I don't care if you bring poo into the bed, do I? You eat it wherever you want. You're a poo gal. Mommy lets you bring 2 pieces of poo-poo in bed at night, doesn't she? I love you. I love you so much. You're a dirty poo gal, but I love you. Yes, look at us playing. We're girlfriends. We're best friends. You're my girl. You're a poo girl. You smell. Your belly smells like shit. I love it. I love it.
Why don't you stay here tonight? I'll make us dinner, the 3 of us. Me, you, and...
Baby.
And we can make a night out of it.
I'm gonna use your washroom.
Okay. Do you need your coat for the washroom?
I'll do it, and then Dana.
All right, that was the Ryan and Amy Show. Sorry if it cut out a
Yeah.
little bit at the end there. It might have cut out. But anyway, that was the Ryan and Amy show. We'll post the link to that video after this
In the comments.
goes live in the comments. It's so goddamn funny.
Yeah,
So funny.
There's so much great stuff from the Ryan and Amy show. We got to perform them live a couple times, and holy shit, talented people.
Yeah.
Speaking
so
of
crazy.
performing live, one of the more peculiar stories that came out of the news this past week, and I'm sorry it's Corona related, but in Florida, they deemed that the World Wrestling Entertainment, the WWE, was an essential service.
Fucking ridiculous.
So wrestling got to continue.
Oh my God.
Oily men. Flying oily men. Flipping oily guys.
I don't see how we can ever do without that.
Oh my God.
How am I supposed to survive without flipping oily guys pretending to fight? Ridiculous. Well, I think that brings us to our top 10. So the WWE is an essential service in Florida. Here now is the top 10 essential services in Florida. Number 10, Girls About to Go Wild. Number 9, Kid Rock. Number 8, Juggalos. Number 7, Disobeying Doctor's Orders. Number 6, Burning Yourself. Number 5, Eating large quantities of things. Number 4, Human centipedes. Number 3, shooting someone. Number 2, getting shot. And number 1, explosions. And that's your top 10 essential services in Florida.
Wow.
God.
I gotta believe it.
Oh man.
Speaking of essential comedy is not easy to come across, and from one generation to another,
This segue is like quicksand.
Look fondly amongst our past so that we may learn for our future. And the more
He's turning into Winston Churchill.
We will never surrender. We will fight on the beaches. We will laugh. We will laugh in the comedy clubs. No, but
but in all seriousness.
No, but like seriously, guys. Oh man. I'm pumped to introduce this next group coming up on Skit or Die because Peter and Chris, like if anybody has shaped sketch comedy in Canada over the past 10 years, it's absolutely these guys. Talk about a power duo for comedy. But I shouldn't be messing around with an introduction because they actually specifically wrote one for us. So this next group is the reason why HUNKS got into comedy. Not because they are good, but because they are so truly evil that we formed a comedy group so we could use our platform to denounce them. Chris Wilson and Peter Carlone are 3-time Canadian Comedy Award winners and Just for a Laugh recipients. Peter and Chris.
Thanks for meeting with us. We know you're a busy man.
Sorry, I'm very busy, so if we could...
Okay. Right. That's what I'm saying. We know you're a busy man. So.
Yeah, guys, I'm a busy man. I don't have time for chit-chat, so tell me why you're here.
Right.
Okay,
it's a sketch show.
Yes. Stop you right there. You see this sign?
Yeah.
Sort of one of those inspirational posters.
Okay.
What do you think that stands for? ABC, I'll tell you. Always be...
Closing.
Working as hard as you can to achieve your goals.
Doesn't the C stand for something?
No, not as far as I can tell. It's just a throw-in letter. You work as hard as you can, give you an extra letter.
Right.
That makes
metaphor there.
Much more sense.
The point is this. I worked as hard as I can to be in the position I'm in to not have my time wasted. Please, For the love of whatever vegetable this is supposed to be, tell me why you're here.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
like he said, it's a
sketch show.
Woo! Let's do this. Let's shoot this human.
Shoot the bad guy!
Yeah! Driving fast. Chris, don't go to the kitchen. Chris, get out of there.
Can my cousin stay here for 3 months? Give or take, mostly give.
Get out!
I'm sorry.
How dare you!
Essay like it's very physical.
Like really high octane is the word that we've thought to use.
Looks like this town ain't big enough for the both of us. What? We got 10 people.
We're gonna take these frozen pierogies and we're gonna have to make them hot somehow.
Heart of the show is its heart.
Let's just bury this dick and move on.
The thing about your friend is there's nothing wrong with him. I mean, at worst, he's just a bit disheartened.
You can have mine.
Pardon me?
Take my heart, put it in Chris.
I'm not gonna do
It
that.
hurts, you're taking my heart.
It doesn't hurt.
I'm actually a bit busy right now, Dad.
You'd never have time for me, do you, son? Would this be good for a date or not?
As you can see, that's the show.
Congratulations.
We got it?
We got
That's
the
it?
show?
No, I was just thinking about what the C stands for. Pretty sure it's congratulations.
Always be congratulations.
But I feel like I've got something for you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I think it might make sense if you guys went and fucked yourselves.
Oh.
And that's it.
Okay.
Check, please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna get them to cover this.
What's this for?
Thank you.
I thought you wanted the show.
Is it a check for the show?
Gentlemen, thank you for your help with the C.
This is a bill.
Is this a restaurant?
What did we order?
Oops, drop the sketch.
Ah, that was a brand new sketch.
All right, and we're back. That was Peter
Hey,
and
Peter and
Chris.
Chris.
With
Bow,
so
bow,
many
bow.
other hilarious people in it, too.
Yeah.
Co-starring Mark Little and others.
Rodrigo.
Mark Little, etc.
Mark Medium, Mark Large.
Marks fits all.
Which is actually also Mark's Work Warehouse.
Yeah.
You're going to love the way you mark.
On that mark, why don't we
Mark on over to the next one?
mark on over to the next mark. Our next group, they're a group from Edmonton, and they are a group composed of they're all sketch comedians, but they're composed of actors, writers, stand-up comedians, improvisers. They actually just released a whole bunch of content on their YouTube and Facebook page, like brand new videos. So go check them out. Check out The Debutantes.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for coming down here today. I know the commute can be a real such and such, what with all the traffic.
Oh, sure, the commute, the traffic. Don't even get me started on that weather.
I won't.
You better not.
Outstanding. So, to start, what would you say is your greatest weakness?
Well, sometimes I can be a little bit of a perfectionist.
I'm sorry?
A perfectionist.
Of course. What would you say is your weakest greatness?
Ooh, 100-meter backstroke.
Oh, it says here you're an Olympic silver medalist in the 100-meter backstroke.
Could have been gold.
Too true. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
3 years sober.
Mm-hmm. And where did you see yourself in 5 years, 5 years ago?
Here.
Congratulations, you've arrived.
Honestly, it's nothing like I imagined it.
Moving on, when is a time...
Hell, when isn't?
Well put. What do I take in your coffee?
You take 4 sugars because you love to watch me squirm.
You're damn right I do. Now, if you had to describe your work ethic in one word, who would be putting those kind of arbitrary limitations on you?
My father, most likely.
We're gonna get a little more abstract. If you could be any animal, would you still fear death?
Oh, undoubtedly, yes.
Word association. Cup.
Cup.
Burgundy.
Burgundy.
Triangle.
Triangle.
Gardening.
Gardening.
Fantastic! Nobody's ever gotten 100% on word association before. Are you certified in first aid?
I know CPR, but I don't have my official certification.
Second aid?
I can reattach a severed toe, but I'm still getting the hang of fingers.
Third aid?
I've cured most of the common strains, but Big Pharma is keeping it quiet.
Fourth aid?
I can raise the dead, but I cannot bring their souls back from hell.
Who among us can? Now, sometimes this job is going to require some strenuous physical activity. Are you able to lift up to 37 pounds?
I've only ever been able to lift exactly 37 pounds.
Well, then it looks like I have heard everything I need to hear.
Oh, great. You're hired.
Wonderful. For what position?
You'll be my supervisor.
Then I'm sorry to say, you're fired.
Son of a bitch. I knew I hired the right man for the job.
You bet your sweet backstroke you did.
Well, if that's the case, I'd like to submit my resume.
Naturally.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for coming down here today. Now, I know the commute can be a real such and such, what with all the traffic.
Sure, the commute, the traffic. Don't even get me started on that weather.
I won't.
You better not.
Outstanding.
All right, that was the Debutantes from Edmonton. Yeah, there we go. Debutantes comedy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, tons of videos. They have tons of videos on their YouTube channel. Go check it out. We'll link it after this is all said and done. We'll link it.
Good timing to have a ton
Yeah.
of video content to
Right?
put
Yeah.
out. Man, I wish I had thought ahead for this pandemic.
For real. And good people too.
Yeah, great people.
Should have
Good friends from
stockpiled.
Edmonton.
Yeah, they run Odd Wednesday in Edmonton. When bars are a thing again, check out Odd Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a very fun show.
Big time.
Speaking of having a backlog of material for quarantine times, our next performer has been entertaining us for 60 plus years. He's a best-selling author, a Hollywood leading man, Tony Award-winning NFL quarterback. He's done just about everything. Now he's a motivational speaker. It's Lawrence Bleachman. Hi, I'm Wendo Black Belt and pet lawyer Lawrence Bleachman. I got a lot of messages from my viewers this week wondering how they can stay in shape while cut off from their gym. Well, lucky for you, I have a line of workout videos that you can order. The first is called Calypso Fight. It features martial arts movements set to the upbeat island rhythm of calypso music. This has actually been the #1 workout video in Belgium, Europe for the last 16 years. I can't even go to Belgium anymore. Too famous. I show up, they're like, "Get the hell out of here, Larry. Everybody here loves you so much, it's actually a risk to our national security." But if that's not your speed or you're a woman, I've got a video for you too. It's called Pilates for Weight Loss by Bleachman. Some of you may be surprised to know that I actually invented Pilates. I'll let you in on a little secret. I didn't invent Pilates on purpose. It was a spelling error. My original idea wasn't for a Pilates workout video. My original idea was for a Pirates workout video. But with the new name, it didn't make sense to have Captain Blackbeard leading core strengthening exercises. So I created an entirely new exercise discipline to fit the name. So you might find those helpful to keep you in shape while you're stuck at home. You can order them from my personal website, www.geocities.co.jp/Bleachman. But while you wait for those in the mail, I'll show you the one exercise you need to be doing right now in your very own living room to keep you in shape. Let's go. All right, you want to make sure that you're all limber and ready to go. This is the one exercise you need to keep yourself in shape. You can do it right in your own living room, okay? What you want to do is you want to tense every single muscle in your body. It looks a lot like this. Okay, you're tensing every muscle. Lips, everything, okay? This is called the vertical night terror, or if you're in Australia, the horizontal night terror. Get those eyes moving, okay? You want to get the eyes going as well, okay? Work everything out. Tense the lips, nose, fingers, legs, everything.
You want to get it all tense. You want to hold that for a count of 4 hours, okay? So that's the one thing you can do to keep yourself in shape right now. Order my videos. We'll see you next time. I'm Lawrence Bleachman.
Anyways, those.
No, don't be
Okay,
talking.
we are back.
Put it away, put it away.
Tim, put it away.
Oh,
That
sorry,
was
sorry.
Lawrence Bleachman with another motivational tip. Follow Lawrence Bleachman on all your social media.
Incredible man. An incredible man.
Incredible man.
Just an inspiration to everybody.
Talk
Yeah.
about somebody
He
who has a
invented
story.
corduroy.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it was originally for military. It had a military use.
And I know we talked about how we weren't
Keep them up at night.
going to talk about how we knew everyone, but how do you know that guy, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to one of his seminars. He has these seminars in Florida in one of the keys that
It's an
isn't
essential
listed
service.
on a map. It's an essential service. That's
He's
right.
listed as an essential service.
He is listed as an essential service, Lawrence Bleachman, and his seminars cost $40,000. You
not
go
bad.
there. He mostly stares you down, but you learn a lot about yourself.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm getting horny just thinking about it.
Yeah, he's a sex symbol. That's the thing. He's a sex symbol.
Yeah.
I
Big
am
time, obviously.
wet.
Yeah.
You should not be wet. I am hard.
Yeah, unrelated.
Yeah.
What? What is this, Australia? Men are wet, women are hard. What's going on?
What's going on here?
My
But
water
speaking. Okay. Speaking of horny,
Yes. Didn't you bring it up?
I did bring it up because I thought I was just thinking about. I've been talking to my buddies, right? And specifically my buddies who are in relationships during this quarantine. Rory,
That's
you know
why
what
we
it's
don't
like.
talk.
Yeah, relationship.
But I've been trying to come up with some good, I don't want to say tips,
Yeah.
but tips for how to be in a relationship during this quarantine.
How you've been keeping it hard.
How we've been keeping it
Yeah.
hard, soft, moist,
Spicy.
Dry,
Yeah.
spicy, saucy.
Gritty.
It's
all disgusting.
Essentially, it's how to keep your beef taco.
Yeah. How do you well, okay.
Sorry.
How do you keep your beef warm and your pork cold? I don't know.
What's the pork? Your butt?
I don't know.
How to keep your Greek
that would-
yogurt slimy.
How to keep your cheese sweaty.
All right. Just trying to keep your relationship at maximum horniness, I
Yeah.
think, which is what everyone wants in this world.
Sure.
So I've been trying this thing with Tim where and I would recommend it, ladies. I would recommend all the ladies, Rory, you tell Lindsay this,
Okay.
to give this a try. I've been trying by just like walking around, but putting my hand in the small of his back while
Okay.
we're walking around, like walking
I
him
see.
to
The bathroom.
Kind of like as if you're about to like teach him how to play mini golf, like and it's not patronizing actually.
Okay, 'cause
It's
it sounds like
very
it.
sexy. It's very sexy.
No, but Dana explained
No.
it. It's not patronizing.
It's not patronizing because it's like saying, hey, in case you've forgotten how, this is how to walk. Okay? Yeah. And it's just like, it's sexy to show your partner how to do something that they've done for 30 years. You
Yeah.
know?
Nothing's sexier than explaining things.
Exactly. And I have some people, so there are some people who might say, hey, my partner actually does have difficulty walking. So looking at you, mom. and I actually have to help them walk around the house. To that I say, that's not sexy. So hire someone for that, okay? You hire someone. That's not romantic.
And then
point
push
is
them
not-
along.
Yes, exactly. The point is not to help them. The point is to be sexy.
And
So
then
where are you? You're right behind that home care worker, hand in the small of the back.
and then you fuck that home care worker in front of your dad.
Exactly. And then the home care worker passes it on if they want to, but they don't have
exactly.
to. And so but
Wait,
then there's
what's
also
going
some
on?
people.
Dana's mom is gonna fuck a home care worker.
Gonna
The
fuck a home
worker's
care
gonna-
worker. What are you? Tim.
Okay, I don't know if I. Okay.
I know what you're thinking, Tim. What if you're in a wheelchair? No problem. Take the hand off the small of the back, move it to the back of the neck. Okay? Yeah. Help them have a neck.
Good
Okay?
idea.
Yeah. Okay. What if they don't have any neck? Maybe they don't have a neck. Hold
They
their eyes
lost their
open for
neck.
them.
I lost my neck in a helicopter accident.
Exactly. The point is, it doesn't matter. The point is to help your partner do something that they could easily do themselves out of sexiness, okay?
To completion.
To completion until you're both hard and moist and,
And
spicy
drained.
and saucy and gritty and grimy.
I'm gonna help you boil these noodles to completion.
Matt, what are some of the fun things you've been fucking around your apartment?
Well, I got this cell phone tripod that's looking pretty good these days.
You like to put that up your pee hole?
Oh, Dana.
Let me show you. It's one of these.
yeah, that's the kind of thing you put up your
Clips
pee hole.
onto a table, and then this is probably where it would go in.
Blame you.
Arr. Arr.
It sounds so aggressive. Snap.
Oh, that's how I like it.
Just call me James. James. Behind.
I like to draw blood too. So.
Oh God.
That's my impression of premature James Bond.
Okay.
James. James.
You said the Bond thing wrong.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to say that.
James.
James.
James. Just call me James.
Just call me James.
All right. Should we move on to our next act here?
Yeah, we've only got
Let's do
like
it.
two more
Oh, shit.
until
2 acts left.
yeah, two more, and then we got Quarantine Wolf.
Oh
And,
yeah, right. You
yeah.
gotta stay tuned for Quarantine Wolf.
Yeah, I
Please.
have no idea
We all have
what
no
we're in
idea.
store for.
Nobody knows except for me.
It's gonna be fucked for sure.
I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
so.
Definitely gonna be fucked.
It's
I
gonna
really
be
hope
very fucked. Also on the YouTube channel, shout out to Peter and Chris who are checking it out. As a fun little
Hey.
interaction between Peter, where Peter and Chris said this is fun, and then Shane replied, "Oh yuck, I didn't know Peter and Chris would be here." And then Peter and Chris replied, "I just reported you." And then Shane replied, "Bloody snitches."
Well, speaking of Shane, our next performer is Shane Adamczak. He is a hilarious comedian from Australia. The accent we've been doing this whole time probably offending the hell out of him.
This whole time.
The whole
Yeah,
time.
this whole time.
Yeah, he's a hilarious comedian, musician. You can check out, he has a show, I think it's a weekly streaming show
That's
called
right.
Up Late Live on
That's
his
right.
YouTube channel. Here is Shane Adamczak.
Hi everyone, Shane Adamczak here. You may know me as a big star with my own internet talk show. Oh my god! But believe it or not, before all of this, there were a few shows that were a bit of a false start in my career. So let's take a walk down memory lane and look at some of the shows that didn't make it. And who can forget this little number?
Welcome back to Astronaut Talk Show. I'm your host Shane Adamczak, and with me tonight is a really big movie star of stage and screen.
It's happened again. What? Why didn't we get 2 spacesuits? Okay, cut. Oh, embarrassing. Now let's take a look at some more. I don't like this! I don't like this! Oh boy, that's a stinker. What about this one? It's too hot! I really have made some terrible choices. Roll the tape. This just seems really dangerous. I'm Robocop.
Wow, that was
Oh God, how can there be any more? So there you have it, a couple of hits and misses out there in the old career of Shane Adamsack. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Jesus Christ. You ever have those moments where you just stop and you think, what am I doing? This is one of those. Still could be worse, I could work in a bank or something.
All right, and we are back. That was Shane Adamsack, and I forgot to mention before the video started, a condition of us playing his video was that we mentioned how very big his muscles are and how beautiful
He's very clear.
his muscles are. So
I
that's
didn't think that. I didn't think that was a condition. I thought that was just the elephant in the room.
Okay, maybe. I mean, I was gonna mention him, but I didn't. So
Yeah. If you want to get hard, look at his muscles.
Yeah, you want your cheese to get real sweaty. Check out
Yeah.
that guy's.
You want to grate your
pythons.
cheese? Give that a try.
Yeah.
You want to? That's a butt you could grate your cheese on. Here's a neck that'll slice up your beets.
If you're looking to put some sunny on your D, check out this guy's muscles.
Slick your whip and check out these muscles.
Well.
Well,
Yeah,
do you
Tim?
wanna...
I'm really excited to read the beginning of a script for Quarantine Wolf.
Okay, so this is us.
Yeah. So this is us. We're gonna do arc. We've got one more act left, but before that, let's just dive in.
Okay.
Yeah, let's end because we're gonna end on a song, a really, really, really fun, cool song. But I wanted to jump into this Quarantine Wolf because I can't hold back any longer. So do you guys have the scripts pulled up?
Yes.
So the rest of Hunks haven't read this yet. I wrote this in an absolute horny frenzy the other day. And I'm excited to read it. So this is scene 1, episode 1, act 1, scene 1 for Quarantine Wolf. I'll give you a quick character breakdown just so the other members of Hunks can understand what they're walking into.
Okay.
So Rory, you're playing a sketchy but friendly serial killer with a heart of gold plagued with sinister intentions.
A serial killer with sinister intentions. Okay.
With a heart of gold.
With a heart of gold. All right. Dana, you're the popular high school girl, the quintessential it girl, star athlete, and mathlete.
Role I was born to play.
Matt, you're the linebacker of the high school football team. You're built like a brick shit house, and you're as dumb as you are naive.
Aw. He's like Moose.
Yeah, very Moose. I'm going to be playing a character called Dink Dink. the titular quarantine wolf, bit of a trailer park trash type, everyone's friendly neighborhood weed dealer, incredibly intelligent with a wit so dry it could burn down the other half of Australia.
Oh God.
It's been a hard year.
Yeah, Australia's really taking a beating.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love you, Australia. I do. But that's just to show how dry the wit is, which will not come out in any kind of way I play this character. All right. Exterior, garbage dump, daytime.
Garbage dump.
We're starting at a garbage dump. Snap in from blackout. 90s punk metal music plays from an ancient CD player. We see a broken bottle of Orbits laying in a ditch.
Is that just Canadian? Do we have to explain that for anyone?
No, they'll figure it out or not.
Okay, cool. Google it.
Google it. Google Orbits. What a great drink that was.
It had balls in it.
The little balls are blue and swollen from the dirty ditch water. An out-of-focus rat masturbates in the background.
Ew.
The camera pulls up, I imagine a drone camera, pulls up and pans over a rusty barbed wire fence to reveal the stone-walled garbage dump. Piles of sorted waste sit on the hot summer sun, decomposing, or not. The drone camera flies through the mounds of garbage. We see a Playboy from the 70s. We see hubcaps. We see more voyeuristic, out-of-focus rats masturbating. The camera pulls up to the window of the garbage dump hut. Inside the hut sits our protagonist, Dilbert Dink Dink Truthers. He's wearing a tattered Slipknot hoodie, a Budweiser beanie, large black Exco jeans. Just as the camera is approaching the window, Dink Dink draws a huge haul from his plastic bong. Exhale. The camera pulls into the hut, circles around Dink Dink, and rests on a conveniently placed tripod. Music fades out. All we hear are the sounds of the Stonewall dump. Winds whipping around scrap metal, or maybe that's just the rats fapping.
Good Lord.
A familiar car pulls up to the window.
Hey, Dink Dink. How's it going today?
Another day, another dollar, my friend. What brings you in today? More dead bodies?
Oh, what do you mean, Dink Dink? I never killed nobody.
Just messing with you, Mr. Trellis. Dink Dink peeks out the window to inspect the load. Nah, that'll be $10. Rory hands Dink Dink a 50.
Keep the change. This never happened, Dink Dink.
What never happened?
This.
This never happened?
Yeah, this.
What's this?
This is this.
This? Rory speeds away, frustrated. The tires kick rocks out from behind the truck. One of the rats gets hit in the back with a rock, but he likes it. He likes it. Pulls a huge rat load into an old Doritos bag. Dink to himself. I still gotta write in my book, man. Another car pulls up. This time it's Dana. Dink's on again, off again, girlfriend.
Hey, Dink Dink. We missed you at the homecoming dance last night.
No, I was there for most of the night.
Very cool. That's very cool.
I was the one dancing fast.
Right. Now I remember.
How's your day going? You stink like shit.
I've been helping Pops in the pig fields all morning. Also, I lost a tooth in a hard-boiled egg this morning.
Oh no, you must have boiled that egg.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you got any garbage to dump?
Yeah, you.
What?
I'm dumping you and dating a football guy now. His name is Matt, and he can throw it so far, it's really something to see.
Oh, yeah, I like Matt. That's okay.
Well, Dink Dink, I'm off. Have a good day. See you in high school class tomorrow.
As Dana is pulling away, Dink Dink leaves out the hut window. You can just say class. I know we're in high school. A third vehicle pulls up. It's Matt. Matt and Dink Dink were best friends for 6 months in grade 4.
Yo, Dink Dink, check this out.
Matt gets out of his Ford F-150 truck, football in hand. He throws the ball a clear 100 meters across the dump, hitting Rory in the back of the neck, killing him instantly. Whoa, that was cool, Matt.
Is that guy okay?
No, definitely not.
Thanks. I guess you heard Dana and I are together now.
Yeah, she just came by to tell me. It was actually pretty funny. I asked if she had any garbage to dump, then she dumped me.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, like not necessarily ha-ha funny, but that kind of funny you can appreciate throughout the day.
Yeah, like a lingering ha-ha.
Yeah.
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 Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hope we're cool and I can still buy my weed off of you.
Oh, for sure. Do you need any?
I do. I was hoping to grab a quacho.
What kind do you want? I've got God's Glory Hole or Willy Donka.
God's glory hole, please.
Matt hands Dink Dink $60. Dink passes Matt the weed balled up in tinfoil.
Are they closing down the dump too for coronavirus?
No, I think it's an essential service.
That's too bad.
I don't mind it here. It gets me out of the house.
Yeah.
I just wish the novel coronavirus was more of a short story coronavirus.
That's funny.
Thanks.
No, like really funny.
Thanks.
You should do stand up.
Maybe someday I will.
You cool with me fucking your ex then?
Yeah, man.
And sucking?
Yes. Sucking and fucking.
See you tomorrow in high school class.
Just say class. Matt pulls his Ford F-150 off the ramp that's next to the hut. As he circles around the garbage dump, he does a couple donuts in his truck on the gravel path. Dink Dink starts pumping his fist out the window with excitement. More rats are getting hit by rocks from Matt's truck, causing huge ropes of hot rat jizz to shoot across the dump. It looks like a golf course's evening sprinkler cycle. We're coming in on the ending here. Sorry. Dink Dink turns the open sign on the hut window to close. He gathers his belongings and shoves them into his black backpack. Dink steps out of the hut, the door locking behind him. As he scans over his empire of garbage, watching the hot July sun setting over the mounds of horny rat-infested garbage, Dink Dink grins, lets out a sigh of contentment, farts, and begins his long walk to the North Snowball Trailer Park. It's a full moon tonight, but Dink Dink is staying home. He's the quarantine wolf.
I forgot that's what it was called.
I completely forgot.
Oh shit, I forgot about Rory's dead body. The rats can have him. As Dink Dink steps onto Highway number 6, a 1996 Buick Sabre being driven by the drunken town mayor comes speeding up behind him at 160 kilometers per hour. Dink, mouthing metal music. We're Slipknot and we wear scary masks. The Buick strikes Dink Dink from behind, sending him flying 20 meters in the air over the ditch, careening his body towards the barbed wire fence. His arm and shoulder tear off on the fence. The rest of his body falls into the corner of the garbage dump. The rats gather around and have hump competitions against his bare shoulder hole. Blackout. The camera pulls up from a computer screen, typing out the description of what we just saw. It floats over our writer, who's wearing a warm, gray, fuzzy sweater, a toque 2 sizes too large, and a coffee mug that says, "It's Monday somewhere." He presses enter on the computer, then types, "The beginning? ... question mark.
Honey, dinner is almost ready and the kids are back from quarantine camp soon.
Okay, sweetie, I'll be right there. I guess this story will have to wait for another day." Jesus. Probably like 10 pages too long.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Wow. That was
Sorry.
fucked.
That was fucked.
Yeah, it's totally fucked. So we're definitely going to be developing this further, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Even though
with
it
that
has
much
a full
jizz.
beginning, middle, and epilogue.
Yeah.
There's definitely room to expand it out.
Yeah. Well
So
done.
he doesn't turn into a wolf yet at all.
Yeah, I completely forgot that he was a wolf.
Yeah. It also seems like he's definitely dead.
Yes, he
It seems
is.
that way. But you know, the
Is it
power of a
true?
werewolf, anything can happen. I mean, I don't know. Whoever writes next week's portion can either determine that he's dead and move on to a different storyline, or they can use the power of a werewolf to reanimate and regrow that arm out. You know, anything's possible.
I kind of want you to write them all.
Yeah, actually.
I could just keep writing them.
You can just keep writing them.
I'm having a lot of fun. And next time I'll write like half as many words.
Okay, and maybe I think the only note that I would give is maybe less description and
Yeah.
more dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah. I got carried away for sure. For sure.
But we are down to our final performer.
Yeah, that's right.
Guys.
So we got Dana Rusty Matthias with this Bohemian Rhapsody, which is remade in the Star Trek language of Klingon.
Yeah.
And the credits go out to Moonrise Music Club. I'll tell you more about Rusty and the group afterwards. But a huge group of very talented musicians came together to make this wonderful piece of art. If you like Star Trek, if you like the band Queen, you'll love this.
Nekum en warm Shall takach och anech Moujon pum bach pach Deo jam voje nachlak me Min du nicht te Post moch eschelda Jelech Tjovot von nekme No de lacht ik zeg Gosti en zija Dit nicht mo Wachach fach Wachach schach Sus hasch weg hach Zich wat boy of baf Schach Zich So schön Kein Lord wiach hoch Nacht as wat ik weg poch Chewie je poch da hechpa So schön Kent je en chakwa Ach down je win na creeper heart So Gas och nog hech weg Gas nou ach met pach van jachte De rechter Jodek pa Es kwasak op vei Jodalang Dag Då kom hon med ett märkvärdigt kvartal. Skarmus, kul middag med לא תאכל ג'מה מומושפח Shigosti, Shijati, Netujon Ha'a. Social Airways.
All right, we are back.
So yeah, that was commonly known as the Jingle King. If you ever listen to that podcast, Stuff You Should Know, he wrote a jingle for that, which, like speaking of Australia, it was played at the Australia Opera House when the podcast went out there to do a live show, and they had like opera singers doing this jingle that this Winnipegger wrote.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
The
But he did
Sydney
the
Opera House or the one?
Sydney
Yeah.
Opera House, not the Perth Opera House.
The Australia place.
The Australian Opera Garage. But no, he was part of, he's played with it Weaker Thans, the Sheepdogs. He was a co-founder with Imaginary Cities. Just an incredibly talented world-class musician who we're lucky enough to have right here in Winnipeg. And he's produced probably the best albums coming out of Canada, certainly Western Canada, out of his studio, the Moonrise Music Club. So check that out.
Absolutely.
Big time.
But
Uh-oh.
that's the end of the show.
Dana, you're skipping. Dana. Oh no.
Dana, walk away from the light.
Say, stop talking.
I don't know.
There, that's better.
Okay, slow it down.
I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to thank all of the performers who were on the show tonight, or the performers who sent in stuff. Templeton Philharmonic, Folklords, Ryan and Amy Show, Peter and Chris, the Debutantes, Lawrence Bleachman, Shane Adamczak, and Dana Rusty Magius.
All great.
Heck yeah. And I want to spend a shout out to the people that are watching and engaging on the YouTube channel. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. You know, we've tried this a couple weeks in a row now, and we took your feedback, and unfortunately we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Paul Banoff, who says give Dink Dink 6 seasons in the movie.
that, Dink
Quarantine
Dink.
Wolf for Life from Shane Amzak. Also, he had to Google, or he had to look up what Orbitz was, and very weird drink. That's
Yep.
for sure. And shout out to Magic Mail 69 with Oakwood Cafe. What's up?
69.
Yeah.
Nice.
Joel and Amy and all the wonderful people tuning in. Thanks for watching us.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for watching us.
Thanks for watching us. You
Caitlin.
can watch us.
Caitlin was watching.
You can watch us all the time, any day except Sunday. We take the Lord's Day off, but Monday to Friday we're streaming live on somewhere, either Instagram or Facebook at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We get together and we make some ha-has for a little bit at 6 p.m. So you can catch us there Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And then on Saturdays, we're always doing this at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, again, of course. So always doing a Skit or Die with some hot, fresh material, hot, fresh groups, hot, fresh jokes from us. It's all, in general, it's just hot and fresh, okay?
It's hot and fresh.
And it's hot and fresh. It's at 9 p.m. It's on YouTube. It's with us, but also other people.
Yeah.
And it's really fun.
Go follow everyone who was in the show tonight. They're all so funny, and they all put out hilarious stuff all the time. So go follow them on their social media and check out everything they do. And once you can see comedy in person again, go see them live, because everybody's so goddamn funny.
Come back next week for the ongoing saga of Dink Dink, the quarantine wolf.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.